Hello everyone, I'm Will Harmon, tax attorney, CPA, IRS enrolled agent with Harmon Tax Resolution, here to talk about IRS audits. It can be a very unpleasant, ungaining experience if you don't have a plan. Well, what I mean by a plan is not some real elaborate scheme, but just some best practices to incorporate as you go through the audit. Now I'm going to briefly go over 5 steps in the audit procedures. And the first step is the most important one because you have to do this. Step 1, do not throw out the audit notice. You must open it up immediately. When the IRS sends this notice, you're now on the clock with the IRS. Now for the second item, make sure you read the IRS notice very carefully. Have a thorough understanding of what the IRS is looking for. So without that, it would be very difficult to prepare for the audit. Now you're probably wondering how the IRS selects individuals for audits. Well, there are particular high-risk groups such as high earners. The more you make, the more you're subject to an audit. Cash-heavy industries such as hairdressing. Could be that you take a home office deductions. These are just some of the high-risk groups that the IRS tends to go after. However, it could be that you just got the random luck of a draw. Next, you will want to completely review the tax return in question and the prior 2 to 3 years. You want to confirm exactly what the IRS is requesting, and also this will help us frame our response. Speaking of response, step 3 is immediately respond to the notice. Take notes of the dates. The more lead time you give yourself, the better. Because if there are delays when you'll get the information, you'll be able to reach out to the auditor in advance. Working well with the IRS is always the goal here. It sure goes a long way when you do. Step 4, to show up at the appointment with the requested information. Only bring what's requested. If you bring additional information, that could also be subject to new audit. So you don't want to do that. Now also be straightforward with the auditor. Now if there are iffy transactions, you may want to talk to a tax attorney like myself before you do. We have privileged communications, whereas a CPA and an enrolled agent does not. Now the 5th step is get professional help. We guide you through the entire process. We know and protect your taxpayer rights. We know taxes, we live taxes. As an IRS tax attorney, IRS controversy is all I do. Now why is that important? Well, the IRS makes mistakes. Now the old adage, you don't know what you don't know, can come in. For example, I just recently had a client come to me trying to set up a payment plan with the IRS from an audit where they owed a significant amount of money. I reviewed the audit and realized that they were wrong. I requested an audit reconsideration and we saved that taxpayer $55,000. Now the taxpayer didn't know and was about to set up a payment plan to make payment on that. So if you have any questions, seek professional help. So in summary, don't throw out the notice. Make sure you understand what's needed and when. Respond timely to the notice. Show up at the audit review with the proper documentation. And unless you're a tax expert, hire a tax professional. Now, hiring a tax professional may be step 1. Having a tax professional will ensure that your audit goes smooth. They can stand in the shoes for you with the IRS, and that you will not pay any more than you're supposed to. It may be beneficial for you to consider employing a multi-licensed tax professional. Being a lawyer, you get the privileges and the avocation skill sets. As a CPA, I have an audit background. Who better to help you with an audit than one who has audit experience? And as an enrolled agent, I have a laser-focused tax. Because at the end of the day, it's about getting the taxes correct. And that's something I can do for you to assure you that nothing will be missed. Well, I hope this video was useful. Feel free to give me a call at the number listed. The call is a free consultation. You can also email me if you like. Now, please read the blog because there's a lot more information you may find useful. In addition, there are several other articles referred that paints a complete picture of everything. Thank you so much. I wish you well with your IRS audit.